Hey, is my hair messed up? It's hot in here. So I had a request on one of my videos, and they were asking me. First of all, they asked me if I would show a 12-box video on how I 12-box, and that will come up. This job's way too small to do something like that. But the next job I have is actually pretty sizable. About 120 sheets or so. It'll be a nice size job. It's about 120 12 footers. But I also had a call or a message. Sorry, I had a message asking what the stages that I do it. I mean, what do I do first? Well, when I tape, before I tape, I pre-fill all of the seams and all of the butt joints, and then I will tape everything out. Flats first, butt joints first, then flats, and then angles. So I will come into a room and I will tape all of the butt joints, wipe them out, tape all of the flats, wipe them out, and then tape all of the angles. If it's a big job, I will tape all of the butt joints pretty much on the entire first floor, and then I will flat it out, especially if I have somebody wiping down behind me or a couple of people wiping down behind me. Then I will angle it, okay? When I 10-box, or when I'm putting my top coat on, I always run the corner bead first. I run all of the corner bead and get all of that in. That way when I 10-box it, I can stop at the edge of the corner bead. And I'm not running through it and then lapping everything over, so I can stop right at the edge of the corner bead. And so I will run all the corner bead, I will 10-box it, then I will cross it off, spot the screws, do whatever else needs to be done. When I'm skimming, the way I skim is I always dust everything down first, which has been done. Then I run the 12-box and I get that on the walls. Then I run the angle box with the mud runner. This is not a video on a mud runner again because we beat that horse to death. So then I will run the mud runner or the angle box. I'll pick the corners, pick the bottoms, pick the corners. I'll clean it up. I won't strip the angles yet. I'm just going to pick the corners and pick the bottoms. Now I'll run all the corner beads, I'll spot the screws, I'll cross it off, I'll let the mud set up and the angles good enough so it's drying up. So then I will come back through and touch up my angles. Now if it does not dry up good enough, I can always bring in fans tomorrow because the angles that I touch up are it's really thin mud. And so tomorrow I can touch up these angles, throw a couple of fans in here, go out, have breakfast, eat something, come back, sand it down, detail it, and it's good. But I always wait on my angles until last because you don't really want to try to strip and touch up and cross off wet angle mud. You just mess it up. And this head does way better than this hand does. So this hand's imperfect. This head is not. It just gives me a perfect 90-degree angle. So that's it. I hope that helps. If you have any other questions, hey, I love your comments. I love your questions. I really do. And I'll tell you, in the last few weeks or so, I've got a lot of comments and I got a lot of ideas for a lot of other videos. One guy was asking me, how do you put in control joints? Well, I actually have a job within the next month. And that's what I have to do. I have to go put control joints in because he's got these great big long hallways attached to rooms, and he wanted me to just tape them, tape the cracks, and I told him no, I won't do it. Well, why not? And I said it'll just crack out again. I go, I have to put a control joint in. So unless you want me to put a control joint in, I won't just fix the cracks. So he gave me the okay, he gave me the thumbs up to put the control joints in after he did some research. And that's what I have to do. So we'll videotape me putting in those control joints and I'll show you how I do that. You guys have a great day. Hey, if you really like this video, subscribe. And if you really, really like this video, share it with somebody else. You have a great day.